We got sound. We got sound. All right, ladies. Let me just go over punting real quick. New for 2025. I just want to go over the rules and I'll do some demonstrations in another video, kind of how I'd like our punting team to both punt and receive a punt. All right, for 2025, you got to declare a punt, and there's no fake punting. No fake punting. Okay. So once we declare a punt, and that'll pretty much be me. Um, we can't do fake punt unless we call a timeout or there's a penalty. Probably not going to happen that often. Okay. The kicking team right here, kicking team players, they have to remain still until the ball is kicked. Just think of it as we're still on offense. We're going to punt probably on fourth down. We haven't made it very far. I'm not very confident that we can get to the next um, line to gain to get our first down. So that's why we're going to punt. Or maybe we're pinned back too far down on our end of the field. That's why we're going to punt. And if you think about it as that we're still on offense, it simply means that with every player remaining still, they remain still in the line of scrimmage, and my runner in motion, I can only have one, is my punter. They take the ball and they punt it, and hopefully they punt it very far. I will probably have a dedicated punting team and a dedicated receiving team. It could be the same players, it might be different, but be prepared for that. That if I do call a punt, that you got to immediately get out there and do the punt. You might only have 25 seconds because there is a 25-second clock that rolls. So wherever we are, offense, defense, punting, receiving the punt, we need to be ready to go. You need to be paying attention to the game all the time, okay? Dropped punt. If the receiving team drops the punt, it results in a dead ball. So we got to be able to catch. If we miss the catch, it's a dead ball. That's our new line of scrimmage. That's where we start our offense, okay? If we're receiving the ball. With that, if the kicking team touches the ball, it's also a dead ball, okay? So our goal is to hopefully catch it and get as many yards as we can. Their goal is the kicking team. They want to kick it as far as they can. Maybe we let it go, and then it gets close to the end zone and they touch it, and oops, we're pinned way back near our end zone. So please, when we practice punting, I need a couple people who can catch the ball. If you don't think you can catch it, maybe you let it go. But there is going to be some strategy here. If they don't punt it very far, if it's only like a 10 or 15 yard punt, like they mispunted it, we might as well try to catch it and go get a few more yards. Because if we drop it, it doesn't matter. They didn't get very far. If we catch it and get 5, 10, or 15 yards or more, all the power to us. So if it's a short punt, let's make sure we catch it, okay? If you're way back there and that punt looks like they kick it, it looks like it's gonna like go through you, like it's gonna be a real tough catch. Maybe you let it go. Maybe it bounces, goes out of the end zone. In that case, the ball comes back to the 14-yard line. That's where we start. Or you just let it go, have somebody else pick it up, and we run it. But we got to think of it that way. If it's going to be a tough catch, maybe you have to let it go, okay? We'll talk about that more later. All right, when we do get the ball, there's no handoffs or laterals. No handoffs or laterals by the receiving team. Whoever fields the ball runs the ball, okay? If we had laterals, we could do some trick plays and really kind of almost make it like a little circus on the field and have some fun with it. But in this case, I think it's probably a safety reason because you're gonna have 7 girls running down the field trying to pull your flags. So if you field it, you gotta run it. You catch it, you gotta run it. That's it, nothing more. So the people who are not fielding the ball, they become blockers for the person with the ball. Okay, so there we could have a couple girls up front, a couple 3 lines, 2 or 3 up front, 2 or 3 in the middle, 2 or 3 in the back, and whoever gets it, everybody else starts blocking. Hopefully, we can get into a groove where we can start making wedges that all these girls kind of surround our ball carrier to give her a chance to kind of move around, or we can throw blocks to pin the opposition in one side while our ball carrier runs around the other side to get as many yards as possible. So let's start thinking that way, okay? All right, the ball, it can bounce an infinite number of times and then be picked up and ran. So if you don't want to catch it, you're afraid to catch it, it's too hard to catch, fine, let it bounce. Let it bounce how many times you feel that you can safely pick it up without fumbling it and take an extra 3 seconds, allowing those the opposition coming from downfield to pull your flag, pick it up, and then take off with it. And again, we'll go over it a little bit more later, but I need you to know the rules of punting, okay? Um, this will be up here a while, and next video, hopefully, I'll post up a field. We'll talk more about this. And, anyways, exciting stuff. Thank you for listening.